15, we have a small vessel moving in a reciprocal course to ours, Captain Ma'am. I'm Lieutenant Senior Grade Aceion Prescott. I am the training officer for the shore base establishment. In addition to that, I'm the executive officer on board HMJS Cornwall, which is a vessel we're currently on. With the Coast Guard, my primary role is a seagoing one. So my executive officer role takes precedence over my shore-based duties. However, I am also the training officer, and as such, whilst I'm ashore, I am responsible for ensuring that the unit sailors are properly trained to the requirements, and I liaise a lot with our overseas partners to ensure that the courses that we do, the Canadians, the US, the Brits, and our fellow Caribbean islands are run smoothly. Training is extremely important here in the Coast Guard because our duties are very dangerous, and as such persons need to be trained to the highest standard to ensure that we, in the execution of our duties, we do not jeopardize our own lives along with those people we are trying to assist.
Number 2 done. Check.
On the ships, in particular, I am responsible to the captain to ensure that his or her directives are carried out. When the vessel is departing, we do what is called a pilotage. This is a situation that's done in confined waters where there's a greater danger of grounding or other emergencies. So the pilot is responsible for ensuring the vessel leaves safely. So that's my first duty. At sea, I also do a navigation watch. So I spend 4 hours on duty ensuring that the vessel is being safely navigated. And overall, I'm also responsible to the captain to ensure that discipline is maintained on board the vessel and that the sailors' welfare are looked after. Let's start with the vessel leaving from alongside. The executive officer is the one that would generally physically drive the vessel from alongside. Once you get out into the shipping channel, then the officer then becomes a pilot officer and is responsible for the safety of the vessel in that confined scenario. In open waters, we go into standard navigation watches, and I would function in that capacity where I'm responsible to ensure that the vessel is navigated safely, and if there are any contacts that may be suspicious or otherwise, we would investigate these contacts. Well, our motto is service for the lives of others, and as such, search and rescue is one of our main missions. This would see us taking all the necessary actions to find persons who are either lost at sea or in other forms of distress. Another major tasking for us is maritime law enforcement. Now, this would involve narcotic interdiction, routine boarding and search to ensure that persons are navigating as required by their license and that they are taking their own safety seriously. The type of person that the JDF Coast Guard looks to enlist are men and women who have discipline and intelligence, and also, I like to say, intestinal fortitude, because it really boils down to the fact that not everyone is capable of handling sea conditions. And as such, there are times when you're going to feel sick and you still have your duty to accomplish. And it's those persons who can persevere beyond the physical limitations and still carry out their duties to the utmost.